adventure of Bill's Gumball Adventures. Today is a good day, as the pictures that you saw scrolling coming in were mainly the triple shot candy dispenser that I've got now, that I'm going to go place tonight. I've got a place down the road in Newport, North Carolina, a place called Hunter's Body Shop. A gentleman by the name of Robert Hunter, who has been in the body shop business for a long time. And this is one of the people that saw one of my machines in one of the businesses, and they were interested in it. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't have thought about it because the walk-in traffic is not as high, but I forget that people tend to hang around body shops, especially the ones that are kind of off the beaten path, and they're not really near any stores, so it's a good location for a good snack machine. So I've got one that I think will be fine there. I'm using the triple shot, and it will be gumballs, Skittles, and peanut M&Ms. That'll be the start with. Later on, if they decide they want to add to it, then I'll add to it. I'm not going to tell anybody no, and I think that's a good location for it. So they'll stay on top of it for me. If they need anything, they'll call me. If they don't need anything, they'll call me. Either way, it works. And so I like to go ahead and get that settled. The good news is this is a location number, I think, 12 that I will be placing, but this will be machine number 17 that I'm putting out there. So 12 locations, 17 machines, not bad. I'm still shy of my goal of 20, but my goal of 20 machines is where I started, and now I'm shooting for 20 locations. So things are looking pretty good right now. While I was getting this one ready, and more or less, I mean, it's already ready. You put it together and you saw the pictures coming into it. But while I was getting it ready and I brought it into my work, another customer who just happened to see it was very interested in it as well. And I'm thinking to myself, if I just have one of these on display everywhere I go, it'll make it a whole lot easier to put them in. And it reminded me to let you know, when you make the pitch to put a machine in, there's something that you need to cover right from the get-go. You need to make sure people know it doesn't cost them anything to put it there. It doesn't cost them, they're not buying a machine from you, they're not renting it from you. You're doing everything. You are placing the machine on their space, you're filling it, you're cleaning it, you're taking care of it. All they got to do is drop a quarter in it from time to time and get some candy out, or gum, or whatever they're interested in. That's all they have to do. And it didn't hit me until after I talked to this particular person. One of the first questions they asked me is, well, how much does it cost to get this how much will this cost to get in my door? And I was confused by that. And then I realized not everybody grew up with gumball machines in their businesses. And so I quickly had to dispel the notion that they had to put something in there to get this machine. And I said, no, I would be grateful to put my machine in your business. You don't have to do anything. I'll do it all. All you have to do is pick a spot that you like, that's, where everybody can get to it, and pick what you want inside it. I had a selection, but of the selection, one of those had to be gumballs, and then you could choose Mike and Ike's or Skittles or whatever. And they were pretty good with that. They actually liked that. And the best thing about this one here is I haven't got the okay, but they are really interested. And because they're really interested, they have other locations as well that have a lot of faculty, a lot of people. And so if I can get one in one of their spots right there, then it will almost allow me to put other machines in other spots that they got. And I consider this a win. Regardless if the answer is yes or no, I'm very happy to at least get that kind of feedback. It may not seem like much, but to me it's everything, because it just keeps me emboldened to stay on this track, to keep pushing forward. There was some times during the week that the no's really started to add up, and it really kind of takes the wind out of your sails. It's not always bad, but it doesn't come off any easier when you hear them. So if you're experiencing like a whole slew of no's, don't let it get you down. I keep saying that there's always a yes waiting to be said. You just have to keep plugging away and keep trying. Now, granted, there's a lot of areas that are tougher to deal with, but unfortunately, some of the spots that I'm shooting for or would like to have them at, either someone's already got a machine placed there, or the requirements to get the machine in there are a lot higher than I can really attend to. Walmart in particular, they require an LLC, they require insurance, business name. They require everything that lets them know that if anything happens, they're not liable. And most of your retail stores are like that. I only meet some of those requirements, not all of them, but some of them. But the point I'm trying to make is there are other locations that will give you less headache. And that's what I'm shooting for, less headache. Whenever I approach a place, and here's another thing, some of the no's were mainly about what am I kicking back to the customer? And it's hard to answer that question, because in this climate, during inflation, during all the things that are taking place right now, there's not a whole lot to kick back if you're only doing 25-cent turns. If you're doing 50-cent turns, then you can talk about a kickback. But then again, there's not a lot of people out there floating with a lot of quarters in their pockets, so it makes it difficult to kick anything back. And I had to explain to a customer not too long ago that pricing is higher than it's ever been on these products. I'm doing everything I can to keep it reasonable and give you a decent amount in return for that quarter. But I can't really give you anything back for, the collection, because basically everything that I'm pulling out of this machine is going straight to a store and buying product to go right back into the machine. There are certain customers that I'm not really making money on, and that's the truth. I only do it because I'm shooting for the bulk bins. I want a lot of places so that all of them, when I collect from, or collectively, I can take that money and be able to refill these machines. And then if I need something, to buy, like another machine, then hopefully all the ones that I'm collecting from will give me the ability to buy the machines or newer machines, so that I can keep updating them and keep going. And that's the whole purpose. I keep telling people that this is not a get-rich business. If you want to get rich, you need to move into something that's a higher yield. Pusher machines, crane machines, mini crane, anything amusement will get you a whole lot more money, especially if they are in great locations, any kind of restaurants especially. Unfortunately, I am not on that tier. That is not my level. My level is down here in the gumball and candy machine placement. That's it. I'm not looking for anything above that, only because I can't commit that kind of time to basically upkeep of those type of machines. They require credit card readers, bill readers and scanners, and constant refilling. And even though they have a good payout, it's not conducive for me to want to get to that level. It's just not my thing right now, which sucks, because if I were in a better position, I probably would try for it. But ultimately, I'm happy where I'm at. I'm happy at the level I'm at, and when I get enough machines out there and get enough business in that particular area, I think I can do really well, and keep pushing forward and keep maintaining a steady flow. And I'm not. And here's the best part: I'm not pushing myself too hard. It's not something that I feel like the need to have to constantly keep running out and keep doing. I'm actually holding a pretty steady schedule. So between my full-time job and this work here, and by the way, this is work I love. This is not something that I consider a job yet. This is something that I enjoy, because it's just anything that you've got your name on feels good. I can't explain it. All I can do is tell you to go out there and try it. Put your name on something, own something, and have somebody buy from you. It's an indescribable feeling. It really is. And I wish more people felt it, because it would drive you even further. All I'm saying is that for the most part, it's something worth striving for. So if you can strive for it, try it. You can't go wrong. I also want to say that if you are in a situation where things aren't looking up, or you're having to pick up machines, or you're just not making what you could be making, or it's just times are tight and you can't seem to get ahead, take a moment to evaluate where you're at and really see if that's something you need to stay into. A lot of times you can take and you can keep pushing forward, but ultimately it doesn't do you any good if you're falling behind. So really take a moment to see if that's where you want to stay in this type of business. And if you're getting into it thinking you're going to like clean house and you're going to make a ton of money, if it's candy machines and gumball machines, you're not doing it. You're not going to make a lot of money. It's just not happening. And it's just the way it is. It really is just the way it is. But if you're something that you feel comfortable in doing and you want to, try to make a living off of it, you can try. But again, it's a hard thing to do. It's not something that you can easily do. So just keep pushing forward, keep trying, don't give up, and really put in the effort that's required to make this go for you. And if you've got comments, if you've got questions, if you want me to answer anything, offer any advice, have you got advice for me? If you got comments that'll help me, I'll gladly listen. I'll gladly hear whatever you got to say. I think it's important that we all try to get on the same page, especially in this business. If you've got tricks that are helping you along and other people can benefit from them, then by all means share. Information is key here. I'm happy to give all my knowledge that I've learned so far in this adventure, and thank you for being a part of it. I'm happy that if even one nugget of what I'm saying right now reaches somebody and it helps them, then I feel like this is not a wasted effort. And that's all I really want to say. So keep plugging away, keep doing the best that you can, and I'm pulling for you. Until then, happy selling, and hope this adventure is worthwhile for you.